for Pokemon. And as they set up here, we're going to cut back out here to the face cam so you guys can see the players setting up as we wait for the match to begin here. All right, coin flip comes up, and it is heads. All right, decks have been cut, and let's begin. All right, each player's have their 7 cards. I'm gonna try to set up here. Each player has a starting Pokemon, no mulligans this time around. Each player's gonna set up their 6 prizes for the match. All right, the judge has actually made his way over now, so we haven't fully started just yet. But both players are set up and ready to go here for round number 3.
Did you win? Did you win?
Yeah. I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
If they have ABC lessons, and I someone scared and they have a hanger up, right? So if I scared,
All right, we're just waiting on the judge to set his timer. All right, and the game begins. All right, so John's gonna have first turn here, and we've got Yveltal EX. And Mewtwo EX here. A little bit of a glare there. Couldn't tell if that was a Hoopa or a Mewtwo there for a second. But Mewtwo EX and Yveltal EX. So we have Yveltal again. We saw that last round being played. But Mewtwo EX is a new one. Mega Mewtwo is probably going to be what this deck is. So Trainer's Mail comes down here for an Ultra Ball. It's been an interesting matchup. Mega Mewtwo and Yveltal both have similar attacks, both dealing damage based on the amount of energy attached to each Pokemon. Got an Ultra Ball. Going to throw away a Garbodor. Not really a point for Garb in this particular matchup. Both players play Garb more than likely. If this is the Yveltal variant that we've seen most of recently, being Yveltal and Garb. John's going to look through his deck here. First search of the game. Want to make sure he has stuff in his deck that he should be needing, and nothing too important is prized, and if it is, how to play around that. All right, so we see a Hoopa come down. He's going to get out 3 Pokemon EX. See, he's got 2. Oh, you can get up to 3, actually. Looks like he's only grabbing 2, both of them being Mewtwo EX.
Sean Munn was like, on stream, he's like, why didn't he need it? What did he do with Totem Moon? And it's not the Totem Moon. And he changed his own position. And Corey was just like, I don't know. Sean was like, why didn't Corey change Harley to it? It's really right.
All right, so he's going to bench both of those Mewtwo. Now has 3 Mewtwo in play. There's the Trubbish and a Parallel City, limiting the bench of Nathan here down to 3. Plays a Shaman, up to a hand of 6. Looks like he drew into some energy there. Attaches a Mewtwo Spirit Link and a Psychic Energy to the active. And also a Professor Sycamore thrown out via Seeker, Psychic Energy, and a 4th Mewtwo EX. Not really a need to have 4 Mewtwo EX in play. Float Zone comes down on the Trubbish. And that is a pretty powerful first turn right there. He's going to pass over to Nathan. Let's see what Nathan has here. Looks like he's got a Fighting Fury Belt in hand, as well as a couple of Max Electors, but no bench yet. I think that's an Ultra Ball there in his hand. I'm pretty sure it is. He'll be able to get something going here more than likely. So He's trying to determine whether he wants to play the Trainer's Mail or the Ultra Ball first. Looks like he's going to go for an Ultra Ball beforehand. Let's just see how this plays out. Nope, he decides Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 of his deck and pick a trainer card there. He goes for a Float Stone. And then here comes the Ultra Ball now, discarding a Max Elixir and what appears to be a Fighting Fury Belt from where I'm at. And now Nathan's conducting his first search of the game. Now this is where Fright Knight Yveltal definitely will shine. Fright Knight Yveltal hits the active and also hits 1 benched EX as well. So this particular matchup, unlike the last one, this is where Fright Knight will actually come through and do some really big damage, 2-shotting a Shaman on the bench. So Max Elixir, after he gets done cutting his deck here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit a couple of energies there. Going to be able to attach that one here to the benched Fright Knight Yveltal EX. Now, all he has to do is attach there, and Sycamore. Now that is a great first turn. Explosive. He's going to be able to retreat now and hit for 60 and 60. Definitely strong for this part of the game especially. Mega Mewtwo is a very powerful deck, and you have to move fast against it. And this is how you really get that done. All right, so he's going to retreat, as I said before, and there you go. So 60 on Mewtwo, and then 60 on the other Mewtwo. Surprised he didn't go for the Shaman there, but then again, Sky Return is a thing, so being able to get rid of the damage there, but getting on Mewtwo is a sure thing for sure. So, John's going to play down here a Trainer's Mail. Looks like only 1 trainer in his hand, and it's a Shrine of Memories if I'm seeing that correctly. He decides not to take anything at all whatsoever. Obviously, deck is private knowledge. He has a choice to do so, even though there is a card in hand that he could use. Rather not use that just yet. Shrine of Memories is a very important card to have once you have Mega Mewtwo in play, but not for now. So there's Garbodor shutting down the ability. Tool cards now have their effect, and Mega Mewtwo can evolve without losing his turn. Judd's going to get that Trainer's Mail out of play here. All right, so now that he has the active Mega Mewtwo in play, here comes a Sycamore, getting rid of Shaman and a Energy. Fresh hand of 7. Attaches a Spirit Link to a benched Mewtwo EX. And a Float Stone to his Hoopa EX. So pretty much all the threats now have Float Stones on them, ways to retreat, except for that Shaman down there. So Mega Mewtwo is going to attack, easily knocking out that Fright Knight Yveltal. Psychic Infinity is a very, very strong attack when there's a lot of energy in play. All right, so Nathan's in a little bit of a spot here. He's going to play a Trainer's Mail, grabbing an Ultra Ball off of that, which he's going to be playing, getting rid of still making up his mind, it looks like. All right, looks like he's getting rid of a Float Stone, and I can't quite tell what the other card is there. It's a little bit covered, but he's going to go for another Yveltal EX. Looks like that was a VS Seeker he got rid of, so that's actually the old school VS Seeker there. Very nice looking card in my opinion. So we got a DCE attached to the benched Yveltal, and here comes another Fright Knight Yveltal onto the bench. This is just going to be a game of trading powerful blows back and forth once Yveltal and Mewtwo are both set up. Max Elixir comes down. If he can hit the Darkness Energy on for Yveltal EX, there it is. All right. So now we're going to be able to start using Evil Ball. For 140, it's going to look like. Not enough to knock out that Mewtwo, though. Not without a Fighting Fury Belt. Oh, Enhanced Hammer comes down on that Mega Mewtwo. So even though he won't be able to knock it out, it definitely hurts to take away that DCE. So retreat. It's going to hit him for 140 damage, or he's going to Y-Cyclone. Either way, he can choose to do either option. Looks like he's thinking about Y-Cyclone, honestly. He's not going to do the knockout anyways, so Y-Cyclone. John here deciding what cards he wants to play. Checking through his discard pile, seeing what resources have been used already. At this point, attaching a DCE is not really going to help him greatly with Mewtwo, so a Psychic Energy is what he chooses to attach here. And there is a Shrine of Memories. Now, this is where you would like to have another energy attached to be able to use damage change, but it's not going to happen just yet, so he plays an N instead. So John's going to draw 5 cards, Nathan's going to draw 6. No prizes taken on the right side of the field yet. Alright, each player has their cards here. John attaches a Mewtwo Spirit Link to his benched Mewtwo. And Psychic Infinity comes down here. Gonna hit for 100 damage on Yveltal EX. Alright, so Nathan plays down a Parallel City to counter the Shrine of Memories that John put into play last turn.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Circuit Series players, pairings for round 2 are being posted. Please find your name and find your
It's a fresh hand of 7 with that. Professor Sycamore. Attaches that Darkness Energy to Yveltal EX. Hitting for enough on the knockout on Mega Mewtwo. So John is left to the board without any energy now. Promotes the Garbodor with Floatstone. Attaches Double Colorless Energy to one of his benched Mewtwo's, the undamaged one. And plays an N. So this time around, John's going to take his 5, and Nathan is going to take 4 after taking the 2 prizes here on that Mega Mewtwo. Trying to dig for that Mega Mewtwo or an Ultra Ball. There's the Mega Mewtwo. Now he's going to be able to start attacking here. Got to be able to knock out that Yveltal EX that's active with Psychic Infinity. 130 damage, more than enough to take care of that remaining HP left on that Yveltal EX. And Nathan promotes the Fright Knight Yveltal here into the active position with the Float Stone. Kind of a tough position to be in here because Yveltal EX isn't powerful enough to deal a lot of damage to Mega Mewtwo just yet. But he's in risk of putting in too much energy on it because Mega Mewtwo is going to swing even harder than Yveltal EX can do. And it has more health. Alright, so he chooses to Lysander up the Mewtwo EX on the bench that is currently damaged with a Spirit Link on it. And we're going to see an Evil Ball here for 20, 40, 60, 80 damage on Mewtwo that already had 60 damage. 140 is what it's going to go up to here. As John draws for turn. Draws into a Lysander. A couple energy in hand as well. This player, of course, checking through your discard pile is very important to see what you've tossed out. All right, so we see a Psychic Energy attached to that Mewtwo EX. And John decides to Sycamore away, Lysander, Psychic Energy. Looks like I saw a Mega Turbo and a few other cards there. John contemplating his next move here. So he's going to evolve into Mega Mewtwo and Mega Turbo. So now Psychic Infinity is going to hit for 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 160. So he's going to be 10 short of knocking out the Yveltal EX in the active position. Trading blows of almost knockouts here, back and forth. And it looks like Nathan has chosen to scoop here against Mega Mewtwo. All right, I have confirmation that Nathan did concede that matchup here, so John is going to take game one here. So there's that. All right, so now best of three. Moving on. Nathan's going to have the option to go first if he chooses to, as both players shuffle up here and get ready for game number two. All right, both players cutting the decks here, getting ready to take their hands, setting up their basics here. If they do have them, any mulligans? Nope, it looks like both of them have a basic Pokemon once again. All right, so Trubbish versus Mewtwo. Trubbish obviously not the optimal start here, but it's obviously workable. Nathan's going to play an Ultra Ball here. For that Fright Night Yveltal. And also plays a Parallel City down as well. Floatstone on the Trubbish and a Shaman, drawing up to 6. I see a Max Elixir in hand. That'll come in handy for his Fright Night. Gonna attach for turn. Darkness Energy. And chooses to pass here over to John. So John's going to attach a Spirit Link here to his Mewtwo EX in the active position. Also a DCE. I'm playing Ultra Ball. Throwing away a Lysander and a Professor Sycamore. Gonna grab what appears to be a Hoopa. Grabbing Hoopa will get him up to 3 more EX Pokemon. Alright, so Hoopa for 2 Mewtwo's as well. Alright, and he's also going to play a Sycamore here, throwing away a VS Seeker, drawing a fresh hand of 7. Got Lysander, Mega Mewtwo, looks like a DCE. Think I might have seen a Floatstone in there. And he chooses to pass the turn over there to Nathan. Max Elixir, fail on that one. That places VS Seeker for Lysander on Hoopa. And we'll retreat that Trubbish. I think he's thinking it over here. Deciding if that's the right move or not. Nope, he chooses to pass instead, leaving the Trubbish with the Floatstone active. So there's an evolution there into Mega Mewtwo. DCE on Hoopa. Looking to retreat there into Mega Mewtwo and take out that active Trubbish. There we go. We see a hard retreat, throwing away that DCE, back into Mega Mewtwo. Psychic Affinity is going to be more than enough to knock out that Trubbish. And there it goes. So here we see him promote Shaman instead of the Fright Night Yveltal. Floatstone on the Shaman. Going to retreat into Yveltal here. Obviously not drawing into cards that he needs here. Definitely looks to be struggling with his hand. There goes a Lysander for the only benched Yveltal that has any energy whatsoever. We see a knockout here. Shaman comes up. And we see him play VS Seeker, Lysander for Hoopa. Again, obviously just trying to get something going here. An attachment to the Yveltal on the bench. And a pass to John again. Floatstone on the Hoopa. and a Psychic Energy attached to his Mega Mewtwo. Now hitting for 30, 60, 90, 120, 130 damage. Gonna knock out that Shaman with ease as well. Definitely big to have that Float Stone. 2 Lysanders on a Hoopa, both times being able to get out of that position. So there's the knockout on Shaman. Promotes the Yveltal, and he's going to have to concede here because there's nothing else he can do, and that will be the game. So John takes game 2 and the match here against Nathan. Mega Mewtwo taking the win over Yveltal EX in round number 3 of this ARG Invitational. So with that being said, guys,